A blessed morning to all. Welcome to Shantaravi. Here's another experience. In June 2007, as I prepared for my final exit from Oman, I was met with the most terrifying teacher of my life, Cyclone Gonu. It felt as if the universe wanted to test my discipline and my 4 years of sincerity one last time before I could finally go home. While Muscat was being torn apart, roads cut, water failing, and communication lines dying, I found myself safe in Head's house on the heights. Seeing the destruction around us, my Head's husband, Uncle, turned to me and said, "You're close to Krishna. Look at what's happening." My answer was simple and unwavering. He sent me here with you to keep me safe. He has a plan. But then came the true test of material detachment. I had 4 months of gratuity and my final salary in my hands, the literal fruits of my years of honesty and dedication. Suddenly, the real was crashing. The banks were in chaos. People were screaming in the frantic crowds. Even if we die, let our money reach our families. In that desperate room, I had only seconds to decide. Should I clutch onto my savings or let them go? In that moment of absolute clarity, I sent the money away. I realized then that while the money was hard earned, it was never truly mine. It was just energy on loan. This is exactly what Lord Krishna teaches us in chapter 2, verse 47 of Bhagavad Gita. You have the right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. I had done my duty for 4 years. The money was a fruit. When the storm hit, I surrendered the fruit back to charioteer. Soon after, the news came that the airport had briefly reopened. The staff warned me, "It is still risky. The storms haven't settled." But I didn't hesitate for a single second. I told them, "Book the ticket. If it is Krishna's will that I die today, it will happen. I'm ready." I chose to fly into an unsettled sky because my hope was far more settled than the storm. This wasn't recklessness. It was absolute surrender. It was a living embodiment of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66. Abandon all varieties of rights and duties and simple surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. I took the very first flight out of the disaster zone. When I landed and saw my mother and father waiting, their deep sigh of relief as they embraced me, I knew in my heart that I had graduated. I hadn't just left Oman. I had left behind the crippling fear of loss. Uncle told the exact same thing my friend had told me back in 1994. Your Krishna is powerful. My friends, what is the message for our society today? First, surrender is not weakness. It is strategy. When the storm is too big for your small boat, stop rowing. Let the charioteer take the helm. Second, money is a guest, but character is your home. The money I sent away was merely a fruit of my work. But the deep peace I felt inside that terrifying cyclone was the real root of my faith. Sometimes, Krishna asks you to step onto a risky situation or board a frightening first flight just to see if you trust his wings more than the weather report. If you're clutching onto things tightly today, whether it's money, a job, or a status, remember Cyclone Gonu. The wind can take away material things in a second, but it can never blow away the hero who stands beside you. This is Shantaravi, and we are traveling in the path of faith together. Hare Krishna.